Thank you for suggesting it. I'm really, really excited. All right. Let's go. Wait, didn't we already do this?
What a wild ride this has been. Well, that's a very blunt question.
Oh, is that supposed to be...
Friends and neighbours, and have confidence that the team will keep you
Story mode. Experience the story without the stress. Non-broadcast mechanics are off. Viewers are very forgiving. Less challenging. A balanced experience. Non-broadcast mechanics and viewer ratings provide a reasonable challenge. Maybe we should do that.
Are you saying that advance have cured death?
Yeah, maybe we'll just do broadcaster.
Still vassals, slaves were just...
Give it a shot. Let's see. I'm hoping playing with
That's all coming up on tonight's
a mouse
National
should be okay.
News.
So dramatic. Wow, that is very loud. Chill out, bruh. Hi? Who the fuck was that? Just showed him for a second. What the heck? Now it's all quiet again. Day 1, the election. Hopefully my face doesn't get too much in the way. Maybe I should move it? Ooh. Ah, I see. Wait. Should I move my camera? I don't know where to move it where I won't be obstructing something, right? I wonder what would be more... I feel like this video should be visible, right? Maybe that's better? I'm not sure. We'll move around if we need to. I just want you guys to be able to see the actual video. Alright. Yes. Hello?
Hi, David, I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through.
Alright, mate. Dave here. Listen, now, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so, you're gonna have to run the news tonight. Now, don't worry, it's not hard, and I'm gonna stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm gonna give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens. Right, look up at the top. That coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up and not down. Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now, the 4 small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left. Don't worry, I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left. These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again. You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain... Oh, right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast.
Shit.
Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any 3 and load them into the machines on the right. When you've done that, look up to the front again.
That's followed at 8 p.m. by award-winning documentary series.
Right, won't be long now till the signal starts coming through from the station. Stay on your toes. All the bigwigs are in tonight because of the election, so we better not make any mistakes.
Oh, fuck.
At 9 p.m.
Okay.
with multiple award-winning movie.
When you get the signal, select screen 1 with the vision mixer and we're ready to go.
Oh,
Prawn and mayonnaise?
You know seafood makes me go out.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
I did it too soon.
Everybody. It's how I show love.
You're trying to...
I did it too soon.
This going in 5, 4.
But now, it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main story
Oh.
tonight.
Okay, we're all good. Next thing is going to be the throw of the news titles on screen 2. There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
Buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the flowered market. Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar. Megan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to Advance headquarters to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their historic...
Right, button 2 in 3, 2, 1. Lovely, mate. Next thing is the throwback to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes. Here it comes. Switch to screen 1. Now, lovely, mate.
First, the votes are in and it's
Okay.
a decisive win for Advance.
You want to play
A
this?
bit of interference around this time, mate. Keep your eye on the machine at the bottom right. Use that slider that's flashing, or your scroll wheel to move the wave up and down, keeping the green bit in the white bit.
But critics have accused him of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming mandate, but have yet to appear.
Oh, y'all.
However, former Home Secretary...
Right, it's going well. All you've got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there at the bottom right. I normally play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
To hear the co-leader's acceptance.
And 3, 2, 1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody.
Jeremy, I need you to fill after the ads.
What? Why?
Wanker Snatch is running late.
It's an anxiety attack in a game. This is very stressful. I have a guy helping me and I'm stressing
That
out.
was our little secret.
It's all right, he doesn't remember anything I tell him.
I feel like this would be a really fun job. It would be a stressful job, but it would be an interesting, like, job to actually have.
It's the first ad break. You're doing great, mate. But this is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence, because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking. 2. Don't stay on the same shot for too long, 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be fine. It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those. Might as well get screen 1 selected
This
now.
is so cool.
No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
This is really cool.
From the break. Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so
This is
much.
really cool. Thank you for saying that, Dan. This is really cool.
4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first
Get
off,
ready to go to Megan on screen 4.
is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right,
to
go
the
to Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his
joined
name.
today by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is among
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The Medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Rat, that's Peter Jensen, the director.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction. Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
I've worked with him on
Thunder
we've been
Twat!
terribly successful. I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. And do you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all others. A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
That is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer.
You're in love with this game.
Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed.
Oh, there is a way to pause. Okay, I was like, I hope I can pause at some point, because I don't want to just leave you guys. I feel like I'm just sitting here very, very silently. This is very interesting, y'all. A little anxiety-inducing, but it's cool. It is really cool. I've never really thought about how much work goes into television programs behind the scenes, like talk shows, and it's just, there's so much involved, and it's something that I think most people don't really think about. This is such an interesting kind of job that I've never really put a lot of thought into, and I'm like, I kind of want to like look into this more now, like the real life scenario. Obviously, I know it's a lot different than this. This is a game, but it kind of, I don't know, it's opening my eyes a little bit. I'm really liking it. Homie, have a good night. Thank you so much for popping in. I hope you're doing well. Dan, you should definitely play this. It was pretty cheap too. I think there's a Steam sale going on for a while. But yeah, it was only like a couple bucks. I would love to watch you play this. Even stage productions, exactly, Odie. I know people who do stage managing for improv shows, which sounds neat. I did some behind the scenes stuff for a few plays in high school. And the amount of work that goes into that kind of thing, specifically musicals, is what I did. But it's a lot, and it's very, very cool seeing how every single person who has their own individual job, every single person is needed for things to go smoothly. You're missing one person in the whole production, it falls apart so fast. It's very, very, very cool, but also very stressful. Yeah, the lighting, exactly. Exactly. It's very, very cool. All right, let me see if I can keep this positive. Actually, we're doing pretty good with audience rating. All right. No. Go back. No. There we go.
And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding. Doesn't it? Giving. Suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire.
I love that you can hear the delay too, but it's very faint.
But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking. Historic election result.
She is very pretty, can I just say?
Is the word. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always strive to
She's very expressive with her.
Oh, well, don't worry, you won't do it again.
Oh, shit!
Again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Medicated, which opens next week
Right,
around
they've
the
swapped the
country.
shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look. Exciting stuff.
Cool, looks like Blunderclash is losing it in the studio.
Fuck, I didn't realize I was supposed to censor.
There's more interference coming. It's a bit trickier this time, mate. Use that little flashing joystick to the left of the knob, or hold down your middle mouse or Alt on your keyboard, and as the frequency changes, match it to the white bit by dragging right.
You think I don't know that?
Now we're going to squash the frequency back by dragging left.
Nonsense, we mustn't. Think of Carol.
That's Dr. Lance.
Ah!
Miss Flanagan.
Jubbly, mate.
For you, baby.
Next, we're going to change the amplitude. Same as last time. Little joystick or hold Alt or middle mouse, and this time push upwards. Upwards, mate. Upwards.
But I didn't listen.
Doctor,
I'm drowning, Lance, you said.
you need to see this.
No, don't.
Right, now let's match it back by going downwards.
The virus. The sterility. This formula. This is the key.
Stop it all.
Bloody perfect, mate.
We have to ask ourselves.
At the end of the clip, you'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in. Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words. As you've probably noticed, the broadcast screen, here, is about 2 seconds behind the master screen, here. When someone says a naughty word, the bleep button lights up. Like
Okay,
this.
so it lights up.
2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast.
Okay.
And you need to hold down the bleep button or the spacebar on your keyboard for as long as the swear word lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm and you'll get it. And if you
It's
can't
so
tell
quiet, though.
just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you gotta do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line. Simple. Of course, if you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear. Most people like to have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now.
Loosely.
As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert getting louder. Good.
And I
You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember, button lights up, count 1, 2, and hold it down.
That's right. Absolutely.
Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live. That's too late. You can use the number buttons on your keyboard, 1 to 4.
Running the country. Seriously?
Had worse. 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to Advance Headquarters, where the two leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their...
Guys, I'm fucking freaking out. It's so stressful. I am not even, like, in the actual, like, stressful parts yet, I feel like, and I'm already freaking out. A few more hours of this and you'll be ready to direct the Oscars. Goats! I'm so sorry. No, Odie, this is awesome. It's really, really cool. I like it a lot. Thank you for the suggestion. Goat, it's good to see you. Please don't be sorry. This is definitely up my alley for sure. Oh, God. I'm gonna fuck up.
acceptance address. Are about to make their acceptance address.
Cut to the outside broadcast. Oh
Go
shit,
for it,
he's
Pat.
pissed. get ready to bleed.
Well, thank you all for coming, and, well, where do I start? What a day.
They said we couldn't do
They
it.
certainly did.
They used
Been on that shop
every
that long.
dirty, low-down, lying, southern bastard trick
Remember the
they
10-second rule?
the people.
Nice.
You saw right through their shite.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebrations.
Sorry about that.
Shit.
Course of the grown is funny. Course of the grown
Memorably
is funny.
Oh, fuck!
To be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party. A party is what you have when things are going well. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team. A team that can change things. But today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer.
Oh, I screwed up so bad.
So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them, the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbook.
Again, colourfully put, but not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers.
This is... The reaction shot in studio. Fuck! I didn't mean to do that! This is why I didn't finish, come to think of it. You know what, Odie? I don't blame you. I think with some practice, you start to, like, get used to everything. Like, it all starts to come together. Are there more elements past this? Oh, I guess there is, because there's, like, knobs here. Or knobs here. There's things here. I wonder if these mean anything at some point. I don't know. There's gotta be more. This is brilliant. It's really cool.
To pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth into the millions.
You know this sort of, probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated communities.
Tomorrow, we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding
Oh my god, the guys in the studio are so funny looking.
Or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So, all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide. Earlier today, we revoked your passport.
I've always wondered how they censored things during live shows, but it makes sense that there's a slight delay.
You're gonna pay back.
Like, duh. That's how they know.
From a nation of warring individuals into a team. To properly fund health and education. To raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits said we'd have to raise billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret shite. So to you posh twats.
The people who pay you a pittance to serve you drinks in their private clubs. The people whose
What?
you
What did I do?
Got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance have this to say to you. It ends today. We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been. In the hands of the people who created it.
It ends today.
Yes, it ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again. Just like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time.
Well, an interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of Advance. And our apologies for the fruity language. Hopefully we've got that bleeped out for you in time. If not, someone's going to be in trouble. So, as the country braces itself for new government, that's all from us this evening at the National Nightly News. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under Advance. I'm Jeremy Dawson. Have a peaceful
Right, looks like you've got it now. Thanks for all the help, mate. I've got to go. Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
No boring politics, then. This is some weird fever dream, and I don't...
Oh, okay. My coach is gone. This is... That 7-second delay, baby. Is that something that, like, the common folk know? And I'm just dumb? Because if that's the case, I'm gonna feel really dumb as a fucking film major. I did not fucking graduate, by the way. Sadly. I will finish my fucking degree eventually. But shit, I didn't know that. I mean, I guess I did somewhere in my life, but... There's... Oh, that's right! There's stuff underneath, too! Can you imagine having to censor this stream? Holy shit. Oh, that's why you see so many fuck-ups that get to the internet. Well, yeah, I mean, it's inevitable, right? Like, eventually somebody's gonna mess up. Nobody's perfect. But that's so interesting. Oh. Yeah, film is very different. Things like 7-second delay only apply to live yeah. Since anything else can be edited, exactly. We'll do it live! Oh, fuck. This game is wild! Okay. I'm nervous. Choker's cute. Thank you! You're cute, you beautiful bearded man. Alright, I'm on my own now. Let's go.
Oh. Be so lucky. I'll see you tomorrow night.
You're not going for a drink?
No, got a date.
Lucky you. Try not to get murdered.
Oh, okay, complete. So we're starting a whole new day.
She's gonna leave a stain on the sofa. You don't want to sit.
When the program's finished, you'll get a broadcast report. It's 3 pages. This first page shows you how well the broadcast went. Each sequence and an overall grade. Remember, grades mean bonuses, and they keep the boss happy. If you want to know more about how it went, select more info. If not, select continue to move to the next page. Right, this is an optional section for when you really want to understand what happened during the show. You've got a graph here showing you what the audience did. They're a fickle fucking bunch. And of course you can really drill into the details if you want to get better at making TV. I never came here, never once.
So... what happened here? Some rude words were broadcast, an interference-free show, an exceedingly poor edit. Okay, I mean, I fucked up a little bit, but I feel like it wasn't that fucking bad. Like, what? This is set up exactly like Five Nights at Freddy's. So I'm imagining you can always start from at least the last day. Yeah. That's good to know, too. Aw, Odie, no worries. I hope you're able to get to sleep. Thank you for all of your game suggestions, by the way. I will be posting the, like, edited versions on my second channel if you are curious about the other games. If you miss any, I'll cut out all the breaks and stuff so it's just super consistent if you are curious, but... You slept the whole day. I did too. So bad. Fuck. We love you, Odie!
Right, this is the important page. It tells you how much you're going to get paid and how much wealth you have overall. That bollocks at the bottom shows you the financial state of our main advertisers. But you don't own any fucking shares. You're a cleaner, for God's sake, so why would you care?
What an asshole. I love that it says current wealth, broke ass poor. That's very fucking accurate. And shall I remind you guys, we currently have a dono goal. No, real, we do have a dono goal for an 8-hour community game stream. I will even eat beans for every $5 dono. Help me be not broke ass poor anymore. Was that a solid segue? It was not very smooth. Oh my god, broke ass poor. Oh, you're getting over a stomach bug. I hope you feel better, Odie.
This is the last page, and it tells you the state of the world, tells you how well the government's doing, and down the bottom there, this one's important, tells you what Channel 1 currently thinks of you. In other words, what the boss thinks.
Okay.
Alright, mate. Welcome to the archive. use the rewind and the fast forward at the bottom there to help you get to the bit you want to see.
Ah.
Well, in a few moments, we'll be going live to tonight's national nightly news. But before that, let's take a look at what's coming up later on tonight on Channel 1. At 7 o'clock, it's the semi-final of the quotation game, and it's a...
Now writing this tonight, as a team of nuclear physicists take on 4 old ladies from East Grinching. That's followed at 8 p.m. by award-winning documentary series The Shape of Now, which tonight looks at the history of the knee-length sock and its importance during the Great Blackouts of 1871. Not one to miss. At 9 p.m, sit back and relax with multiple award-winning movie The Freedom of Being Colin, taking us all the way up to 11:15, where, as usual, Dr. Adrian Atkinson-Brimey will be grilling his guests in Incisors, and tonight's news return for leading economist Katie Brightman. Finally, at midnight, it's the national weather
report before we say good night until tomorrow. But now, it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson for the National Nightly News.
Good evening.
Whoops.
I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight. Moving on up, the election win that experts said just couldn't happen. Hopefully, corners the flood market. Top chat. Sports leaves wins sports personality of the medicated. And, of course, we're beginning historic victory. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Yeah, it lets you watch it back. That's actually really helpful. So you can actually, like, see your fuck-ups in real time. Very professional.
But first, the
That was
votes
pretty
are
smooth.
in, and it's a decisive win for... see the contents of the box. Sounds like sour grapes to me, Jeff. After the break, Megan Wolf will be speaking to a man whose grapes certainly aren't sour, the international heartthrob and inexplicable...
Thank you,
box
Kirsten,
office
for posting
sensation
that.
That is Lawrence Clutch. And later
Donal
in the program,
info.
we'll be going live to Advance HQ. Speech. That's all coming up after the break.
Where can you get warm, sandy...
Okay, I think I've got... Oh, actually...
In a few moments, we'll be going live to tonight's national
want to... I kind of want to see my bleeps.
I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that's so used.
I think I did pretty well with those cuts.
I don't understand it.
It fucking looks like a porno. What the hell?
Southern trick they had against us, but you, people, you saw right through their.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebratory pints.
Okay. I just wanted to see what they look like in real time with the actual
Right, click on rushes and let's
sensors.
have a look at those. Right, this is the rushes room. It's pretty simple. The 4 screens you can see, they're going to show you the 4 signals you got from the studio during the actual broadcast. Difference is you can mute any combination of them, so you can have a listen to the stuff you weren't allowed to show. Select the broadcast and give it a go, and when you're done listening to the backstage secrets, hit back.
Prawn and mayonnaise? You know, seafood makes me come out in pustules.
Yeah, I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day, you offer me prawns.
Guy seems like a prick.
These aren't my cards. Please tell me these aren't my cards.
No, they're the right ones, apparently.
Oh, but this gives me nothing, Jenny. They must see that.
I know. I think they think you won't have anything to say.
Oh, for God's sake, come on. It's a huge day. He's not an...
Absolute bogan. I don't care, Rob. I'm not doing it. I agree to do one piece.
All right. Let's start the next day, shall we? We only have so much time. It's really interesting that you can look at all this stuff, though. Okay, so this is... Day 3. An unexpected form? Wait, what about day 2? You arrive home and find post on the mat. Most being nothing more than the usual junk mail. One letter, however, catches your eye. The team wants to know you. Curiosity gets the better of you, and you open it. Oh, I gotta click that. It's a form from the new advanced government asking for information on all citizens. The first page is filled in already. Your name, Alex Winston. Your spouse, Sam Winston. Your children, Charles Winston, 14, and Susie Winston, 19. Well, you muse, at least they got the basics right. The rest of the questions are left for you to complete. They appear to be mandatory. Question 1. Upon starting a new job, you would be friendly and introduce yourself, be productive and get to work, ease yourself in and orientate yourself with your new workplace, reminisce with friends about old jobs. Question 2. A colleague in a different department has confided in you that they've been taking home confidential information. Now, a file of minor importance has gone missing. You would help your colleague cover it up, recommend that your colleague reports it, promise your colleague you won't tell, report the violation to your supervisor. Question 3. An entire department was fired today for consistent underperformance. Your boss has put in place new targets that are significantly higher than the previous ones. You would leave work on time, stay late to ensure you hit the first deadline, leave work early to head to the pub. Oh god. Leave work early and head home to see your family. Fuck it. I ain't no narc. It's the annual company barbecue and you and your family have been invited. You are looking forward to enjoying a nice day out with friends and family. Are washing your hair that day? Go if you're free, but wouldn't mind missing it. I've been practicing with your coworkers and think you'll win the talent contest this year. Go if I'm free. You've had a long, successful career and are now about to retire. In your speech, you list your achievements and all the good memories you have of working there. Give an honest review of the pros and cons of the company. Focus on issues and the challenges you faced while working there. Refuse to attend. In your spare time, you like to relax alone, doing things like listening to music or making models. Attend political rallies and stand up for what you believe in. I mean, okay, that's not really me, but stand up for what you believe in, sure, but political rallies? Fuck that. Encourage and support your children with their hobbies. Play in your local sports team. Your ideal holiday getaway would be surrounded by natural beauty, getting away from the strain of daily grind, exploring somewhere unfamiliar and discovering new experiences and challenges, a structured day out at a theme park, bursting with thrills and attractions for you and your family, a romantic getaway with your partner to a tropical island paradise. It is most important that the government keeps people safe, free, happy, equal. Thank you for your cooperation. Advance knows your time is valuable and we appreciate your help in leading the nation to a brighter future. How bizarre. Why is it skipping 2 days? Every time. A family matter. It's late. What is this game? This is so much different than I was expecting. It's late. Sam and the kids have gone to bed. You're just drying up. Drying up? Oh! Sorry, y'all. You're just drying up a favorite coffee cup, a worn-out souvenir of your first trip together. The print's faded, but the goofy face still makes you smile. A knock at the window brings you back to reality? There in the garden, clutching a gaudy neon green suitcase, is Chris, Sam's sibling. As soon as you let them in, they sit at the kitchen table, visibly stressed. Chris takes a deep breath. I'm sorry for bursting in so late, Alex, Chris stammers, but I need a favor and you're the only one I can ask. No problem, what's going on? You must have seen all this crazy advanced stuff. The Assets and Wealth Act, they're calling it. Taking people's hard-earned money to fund the lazy. It's bullshit. You've never seen Chris this agitated. I'm not saying the top 1% or whatever don't have stupid money, Chris adds hastily, but they can't afford it. People like me, we're going to lose everything. I'm sorry, but taking from the rich to help the poor doesn't sound so bad. Chris's eyes flash dangerously. You can't possibly be that naive. They're taking whatever they want and distributing it as they see fit. No government should have that kind of power. Look, that's not why I'm here. I need to borrow your passport. My passport? I can't give that. It's illegal. They've taken mine in half the bloody countries, but people always— what? Half the bloody countries, but people always say you and I look similar? Why does that not make sense in my head? Chris is pacing now. I need to leave before it's too late. Once I'm out, me and my money will be safe, but I need to go before they freeze my accounts. Please, Alex, I wouldn't ask if I had any other choice. This guy seems like kind of an asshole. Okay, it's upstairs in the safe. You climb the stairs to your bedroom, careful not to wake Sam, who is cocooned in the duvet as usual. You open the wardrobe, unlock the safe, and retrieve the passport. A sleepy voice breaks the silence. Alex, what's going on? Chris is downstairs. They're leaving the country and they need my passport to do it. Sam sits bolt upright now, all thoughts of sleep gone. What? They're leaving the country? Are things really that bad? According to Chris, but I'm not so sure. I don't know if I really want to give up my passport. This must be tearing Sam apart. Their family has always been close. You know what I would do, Sam says finally. But it's not my passport. I can't ask you to give it up. You're right, I'll do it. Family comes first. I'll be back up in a minute. You close the safe and head back downstairs to find Chris at the table fidgeting. They jump up as soon as you re-enter the kitchen. So, have you got it? Yes, here, good luck with everything. For the first time, Chris smiles. It's infectious. Thanks, I really appreciate this. I'll get back in touch once I'm safely out of the country. Chris takes the passport and, breathing a sigh of relief, grabs the nigh-on fluorescent suitcase and heads out into the night. You head to bed, hoping you can prize some of the duvet away from Sam without waking them. I appreciate the pronoun use. Pronoun choice, I should say. I'm not sure that's how passports work, Chris. What the fuck? Obvious J! Hi! Not for broadcast. What the fuck does that mean? It's kind of like not meant for human consumption. Oh, Dave! Dave! My man! Is it you? He's partying!
Let's get set up and get on with it, eh? So I can get back to my guests. Okay. First of all, let's get the power on. You need to get at least the bottom 4 plugs on.
I feel like my camera is really off center today. Wait, what the fuck did you just say? What? Oh.
Right, let's load up the adverts. You might want to have a bit of a think about it. Your decisions have consequences, don't they?
Should we play this? Is this toy safe? Mr. Snugglechugs? Crazy Nell? Alan James. We didn't play that one last time. Advance Go-Getters. Josdej Cochon. I don't know how to fucking... Whatever. That... Crazy Nell sounds cool. I love that you just shoved it under the fucking desk. What the fuck does that mean? I have no idea, dude. I kind of want to play it. Fuck it, we're doing it. I don't give a fuck.
Right, you can see they finally got the old headline system up and working again, and the vision mixer's already in headline mode because headlines always come at the start. It's really simple, mate. These two buttons at the bottom of the vision mixer, you can see they now have A and B on them, and they're to help you pick image A on the left bottom screen here, or image B on the right bottom screen here. It's really simple. This little clock here will count down the number of seconds you have to make your decision. Provided you make a decision in that time, you're fine. And you can change your mind as much as you want until the clock reaches 0. But if you don't make any decision, you'll be fired before you even get to make another choice. I just want to say one more thing, mate. The pictures you choose to show of these people, well, that's how the public is going to perceive them, and that's going to affect their lives. So like with the adverts, choose carefully.
Got it, Dave.
And we're off. Good luck, mate. If I get time, I'll call you back in the next break. Yeah, I'm coming, darling.
Oh my god.
Says theirs gets really hot.
Is this Janet who thinks dogs have their own secret language?
Yeah, the one that mistrusts the moon. 10 seconds, everybody.
Not the best source of consumer advice, then.
Don't blame me when it explodes. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future might hold with a leading economist and radical free thinker. With the Assets and Wealth Act on the brink of raising living standards for the vast majority of the country, I'll be asking my guess if we're on the way to a new future. Out with the old, Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23, becomes the youngest female CEO in history. Sophia Remington has always impressed. She was...
The guy seems sleazy. Doesn't he, right? Yeah, it's just his whole demeanor is very, like, scummy. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Also, the way he, like, interacts with the makeup lady and everything, like, he's so weird.
Top of her class at university and graduated with the...
I'm sorry I don't talk through these, y'all. It's like, it takes so much focus. Okay.
Highest honors, immediately being
my nose
selection.
So
the
itchy.
Markets have responded favorably to Sophia's appointment, with stocks rising 30 points in light of the announcement. In her first press conference this afternoon, Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Snugglehugs. Sophia promises it'll be all the rage this Christmas, but concerns have been raised about the product's safety.
Oh shit.
Making a splash. Intrepid scientist Dr. David Wong and marine biologist Ingrid Swarsborg-Horgensford have today set off...
I chose that advert. That's one of the topics? Oh fuck. I'm getting fired, bitch. Pierce Morgan vibes, yeah, Yench. Except not bullying anyone in particular. No, he just gives off that energy, right? He's like the dude that hangs near the free perfume counter that completely misses the fact he's not the target audience, and no, the salesperson really isn't into you. Yep. Yeah, he definitely... That's perfect. Obvious, Jay. God, I hope the story leads right into that ad. I mean, I get to choose what order the ads are played. It's hidden behind my head, but it was C, right? I think it was the bottom one. Skeevy. That's a good word for it.
To explore Dante's taint. The recently discovered cave system was previously thought unreachable, but thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flood technology, the pair hope to successfully reach the imposing central cavern and the undiscovered plant species it contains. This is, of course, only the latest in a series of successful expeditions for this unlikely pairing.
I can change them.
The dangers their team might face,
should I? I can change them. Maybe I should take that one out. Or should I leave it, just for shits and giggles? I should leave it, right? I kind of want to see what the ad is. Was there a place in the, like, after parts where I could watch all of the adverts that we didn't choose? Giggles and shits. Guys, should I leave the the questionable the questionable toy advert, or should I change it? I mixed up toy and change. What the fuck? He reminds me of a British Ben Shapiro. Ugh. Yeah, I see it. Leave it? Okay, we'll leave it. I'll try to time it properly. Like, right after the story. Okay. We're sabotaging this bitch.
Together, like we always have.
I'll try everything. I'll try my best on everything else, though.
Rumors abound as sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves is snapped leaving Bush.
Oh my god.
Hottest clubs.
A picture of him
The footballer was
spewing.
caught while out celebrating being named Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very program. Johnny is seen here with socialite and performance artiste Tiffany Lamore, whose recent show, Snatched Inside My Snatch, has kept her firmly in the...
Snatched inside my snatch. What? What? So that's okay, but I have to bleep piss?
Public eye. Could romance be on the cards for these two budding A-listers? And grievous bodily charm. With advance promising a radical new position on crime, how afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal
You're
justice
right,
system
it could.
from every perspective.
It said in my snatch, though. Like, what the fuck else could that mean?
With more and more powers passing to the police, and less oversight, are we using an advanced-shaped sledgehammer to crack a nut? All that, and mega morph with a group of young actors already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Oh shit. That's what that noise means. Oh god, it's mixing them!
In the wake of the government's swift enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds. Joining me are Katie Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation they promised. But what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
Nothing, Jeremy. We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
A confident dismissal there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no. I think that Advance have realised that the current economic system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
Grand plan, Alan?
It's all in my book. Alan James is right, Jeremy. We're to become the great herd. Ignorant, sterile, and short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance.
Oh my
just realised
god,
that
he's
if we
so
carry on the way
serious.
we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption.
Are you allowed to use... Okay, I know the word orgy. Can you say the word... Okay, I guess this is British television. I don't know the rules about fucking the word orgy. You couldn't say that on American television. What the fuck? Wait, could you? Maybe not on a news broadcast. Maybe in like a sitcom or something. Oh, you can? Okay. I guess I haven't... When's the last time I watched like cable news? I don't know. It's been probably like almost 20 years, 15 years.
Excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the
I'm sorry. Orgy is the right word. Love the emphasis after all that shit.
Overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book. Alan James is...
Shamelessly self-promoting? Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully. Advance are the most disruptive threat that the world powers have faced since the last Great War.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't
And this will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire cities. We're talking...
Out of the wrong orifices?
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing, we'll be laughing then.
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Yes, Advance are radical, and change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population wealthier and is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
Bollocks! What this young lady doesn't understand, Jeremy, is that these are the same people. Maybe they've rebranded, but it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
That's where you're wrong, Alan. For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
Bollocks is a swear? Yeah, that's what I was saying too. I didn't realize. Interesting. I mean, I had to swear piss before, and I feel like that, I don't know, maybe it's different. I thought it was acceptable. It's not that over the top, right? Pissed is the accepted term. Yeah. Right? I don't know. Maybe... Huh.
You say mobilise, I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation to walk happily into eternal bondage. They're like psychic paedophiles.
But based on the facts, Katie, what are your predictions?
The Assets and Wealth Act is
we don't have to
step.
censor
Now have a
paedophiles.
And as well as properly funding our public services, they're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research and the arts.
Or, as I call them in my book, Frankenscience and opiates. Like opiates, see?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan?
The issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals. They're pumping it full of belief juice.
Don't get me wrong. I want to see
this
these
guy is
changes,
wild.
but only if they're sustainable. If Advance lose their power after spending half of our GDP on dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
They're making the frogs gay.
Quickly, Alan. What does the future look like to you?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
No, of course. Katie?
I don't get if this is using American or Euro rules. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I'm like I don't know the rules of like British television. I don't know. So maybe it's a little bit more like, I don't know, putting chemicals in the water. Yes.
We might be on the eve of
Look,
brave
turn the
new
frogs
world.
gay.
God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating law and order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight on the National Nightly News.
1 minute back.
You know, I think they might do some good.
I hope so too, Jeremy.
How much are you being paid by them then?
Shut the fuck up, Alan. I've never heard so much shit in my life.
Well, we'll see who's full of shit, won't we?
Alan, I can explain it to you, but unfortunately, I can't understand it for you.
Well, I don't know what you meant by that.
Dave's fucking wrecked! Oh no!
Good, you know she is.
I've set up a word in, that's all I can do.
10 seconds, everybody.
Who is this chick? Like, is she his fucking fluffer? I don't understand.
If that sticks, I'll destroy you.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. In our second segment, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and order in our country. Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
Oh, I'm so stressed. Fluffer is wild. Hi, DL! They have a teenager reporting the news. I know, he does look very young, doesn't he?
What's it like on the front line of the hard face of the cold hand of justice?
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively understaffed in this country. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the caseloads on our desk.
Which must affect the quality of support you can offer.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy. There just simply isn't enough being done at a systemic level to relieve the problem. We need more support from ministers. What are you doing? We need change at a structural level, Jeremy.
I'm leaving, Greg.
Not a good time, darling.
It never is it? I'll be at my mother's.
Just hang on. The problem isn't a local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No. Well, the affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
We need legislation to...
Okay, lube up my... What is going on? His, like, girlfriend is leaving him. Your mom is massively understaffed. I need to lube up my smackers. I love the chaos. I'm like fucking with the frequency and I'm like listening to this guy getting broken up with. God.
Relieve the pressure on our public
Sorry to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving him?
Yes, I...
Oh, it's his wife.
Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. Joined by Police Chief Constable Bob Peel, a man with a very different perspective on our nation's crime. Do you think there's a problem with the system, Bob?
I'm sure we all do, Jeremy. I'm sure we all long for a return
God damn
to
it.
the days when you could
I hate this frequency
walk the streets of
shit.
your community at night, looking in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being terrorised by some thug with a knife or kosh.
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
Well, that's not a simple question, Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay. We've diluted our culture and lost touch with what it means to be a citizen of this once great country. Also, as the vicar noted in Sunday's sermon, we probably shouldn't have banned hanging.
And to what do you attribute this moral decay?
Foreigners, gays and gypsies mainly. It's all in the Bible. Look, Leviticus clearly states that... Oh, bugger, hang on a
Yikes.
moment. Jeremy, your bloody gimps escaped.
Oh, shit. Wait. Is that against TOS? Is that against TOS? Oh, shit. What the fuck is happening? You've seen people stream this before. Okay. We need to cut this guy off.
Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear? As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are responsible for the moral decay?
Absolutely, Jeremy. Back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really could use a little help with this.
Oh, sorry, darling. I was spaying the badgers.
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put him back in his box?
Oh, Clive, you know it's Wednesday. You go back in your gift space.
And
Off you go.
whose responsibility is it to make a change, Bob?
Well, it is certainly not the responsibility of the decent, good, white people
Darling,
of this...
where's the padlock?
Oh, hold on just a moment.
Oh, Clive, this simply won't do. Naughty, naughty, naughty boy. Mummy said...
Clive, I am not having this again.
Mummy said get back in your gift space. No! Naughty! You beast, Clive!
As I was saying, Jeremy, moral decay. Crime is the responsibility of the criminal, no one else. Look, everyone has a sob story, but we don't all end up as barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter Alice comes home with an A-, does she go on a killing spree? No, she takes 3 of her pills and hides under the stairs like a normal child.
Thank you, Bob. Bob Peel there, really locking down the police's position on morality for us. Unfair.
Good boy.
Look, I spoke to Mallory at the Bridge Club.
Get to the heart of the matter.
Now we know the game is unrealistic because this would be great for viewership, right? It'd be skyrocketing right now.
Reed Dawson has recently been released from prison after serving 3 years for aggravated assault, burglary, and menacing a swat. He's agreed to talk to us today, which is also, I believe, his birthday. Many happy returns, Tony.
Cheers, Jez. Call me Titwank Tony. Everybody else does.
No, I'm not going to be doing that. Can you tell us what it's like in prison, Tony?
Titwank Tony. Prison's a mixed bag. Structure's quite nice, but it's a constant battle against institutionalisation, as you can imagine. And obviously, titwanks are quite hard to come by.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Titwank Tony. Yeah, sorry, my friends are throwing me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads.
Okay, well, we're trying to let you get back to that party as soon as possible. First, let me ask you this. Do you feel that your time spent in prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Titwank Tony. I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez.
Sopen!
Yeah, I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. Big Chris,
Oi, oi.
Little Chris, and Vampire Chris.
What the hell? Oh ho ho!
This one's, yeah?
Yep.
One sec, love. Titwank Tony's on the news. Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. Just not set up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust.
Open!
So, do you feel tempted to... I'm sorry, who's this now?
Open!
You are joking. Chrissy Free Bollocks has only got Mr. Fancy, oh. Not now, fellas. I'm on the news.
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
The little boy.
Oh, I can't really hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here. Jesus.
Yes, we seem to be losing the signal
No
here, Tony.
fucking way. Let's believe that.
Well, we're just trying to get that signal back. I think we... Yes?
What the fuck? This is this is the greatest game ever made. Holy fuck, it's hilarious. I love it so much. Not a whole quartet.
Tony, I mean, we're literally away for 2 seconds. How does this happen, Tony? Can you hear me? Well, we seem to have lost our train of thought there a little. Hopefully you, the viewer at home, have an understanding of the serious and complex issues around law and order. After the break, Megan will be live with some plucky young thespians. Don't go away. We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back, everybody. That went well.
Mate, I ain't got long and I'm quite drunk. It's been a great night. In this next section, there's a bit of music. If you edit in time with the music, you can see the result on the Vision Mixer, and the public will love that. Don't worry, if you don't, though, you won't get punished for it or nothing. Just try and stay in the groove. Also, one last tip. When the music starts, turn down the broadcast volume. Right, enjoy the music bit. God, I love music. God, I'm so pissed. I think I might go and throw up in a bit.
Their visible place, and 7 out of 10 dentists would recommend it.
10 seconds, everybody. Gonna open on Megan. Camera 2. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome's Black. I'm Megan Wolfe, and on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be...
Welcome's Black? Why did she say that? I want to watch more. Why does he sound as if he's been sucking on helium? Yeah, she definitely said that, and the subtitles said that too. What? Okay. I don't know. I hope that wasn't something I fucked up. Sirius Black.
Chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Switchfoot Sixth College who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, Friendship, on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my oldest. I'm the older, more popular one.
I'm joking.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Right, yes, but you're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher.
Maths is really important.
Oh, thanks, Steve.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
As is theatre. It's one of the oldest art forms in history, Aristotle. I just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids. And that's a very beautiful and powerful thing. We touch our audiences and they touch us right back.
I suppose with a surname like Algebra, there was really only one choice of career for me. My wife, Angela, and I, we often laugh about it.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
We just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's lives.
And teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really matter.
And I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this play, aren't you?
That's right. To put into context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, yeah, because in a way she's like all of us.
It's like a metaphor. Maybe she's you at home, or like maybe she's you, Megan.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Put it in, coach.
Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little chat with your teacher while you run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it. That's it, that way. So, Jeff, when did you first hear about the grant?
2 days ago. A letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his bin and brought it to me.
How? How did you react?
I also threw it in the bin.
How did you react?
But then Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what? It's funny because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political. I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic mainly. But we did used to watch that Peter Clements DIY show back in the day, and so we thought, why not? Let's have a go with this whole democracy thing.
Okay.
And here we bally-well are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant!
So, let's have a look at the short section
You got it that time.
Friendship.
Dear Diary. I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears. Another day of fears. Another day of fears.
But still I walk the corridors alone. Alone. Dreading what might be around every corner.
What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner?
Oh, hi, Gary.
Oh, heavens no! It's Gary the Fist!
Oh, heavens
no! Gary the Fist!
Going somewhere, little first year?
Great. I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning. But will this make me feel better about my...
What the fuck is happening? Holy fuck, I think those kids just made me a Republican. Oh no. Oh. Rubbish trolley or whatever. Posh children being posh. Oh no. Oh god.
Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. I'm late for maths. It's so important. And so important.
Maths is for losers.
What?
Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck, coach.
Keep going, for fuck's sake.
Right.
Keep going, for fuck's sake.
Maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money.
Oh shit.
Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
Not today, Gary the Fist. Not today.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? What do you mean not today? My arm's free, coach.
Brilliant, keep going.
Right, who are you to stand up to me? I'm Gary the Fist. And you're just a sad little girl with two gay dads who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my two new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team. Yeah. And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
But I can't fight all three of you. And I don't have any friends of my own.
Take a look at me. Take a little look at my face. I could be you. She could be you. And you could be me.
Or you could be me.
Life can be peachy keen if you work as a team.
It's my choice to be mean. So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Kishi, hi!
I won't take no crap. Who said middle class girls can't rap? I ain't afraid of your cruel laps. I'm a mother loving rebel, but I still love maths.
Let's go.
Hey, kids, I'm Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist. But that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist. I grew up on a council estate. The park.
This is going on for a while. Jesus. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. The pauses. I have to pause so frequently. Oh, she's earned her pack of Newports, I guess. Oh, this is not something my high ass can handle right now.
Was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk and late, and he'd hit my mum and for dinner he had to wait. Where's my dinner?
It's not ready.
Where's my dinner, woman? Don't make me ask you again.
Hitting women is wrong.
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. 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 It's so damn hard on a council estate.
Life can be peachy keen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If you
Oh shit!
work as a team,
Just work as a team.
it's your choice to be me.
It's my choice.
So stop now.
Make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Friendship!
Yes!
Yeah!
Well, thankfully that's all we have time for tonight.
Hell
on
yeah.
Nightly News. Join us tomorrow night for all the headlines from
Get it,
across
boy.
the country. My name's Jeremy Dalton. Have a peaceful night.
And we're out.
Oh, that was brilliant.
What the literal fuck was that?
I believe that was art.
I believe I've got a 14-inch cock, but it doesn't make it so.
I have a similar belief about an adequate paycheck.
Why is it showing this?
Oh, someone please get these twats out of my studio.
Okay.
And his incredible real action eyes.
What the actual fuck was that?
It's no wonder Mr. Snugglehugs is the gift your child.
Oh my god, y'all. That was amazing.
You don't want to be left out.
Oh, I'm not even paying attention to the fucking toy commercial. It looks like a Furby, like a fucked up Furby.
Mr. Snugglehugs in store.
It straight up has a Furby face. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it looks like, Dan. Hitting women is wrong. What the fuck? Y'all, I'm sorry, I fell off chat so hard there. I got a B? Okay. Wait, why was my sequence so shit? I'm still broke ass poor. Oh, we can watch the advertisements.
Alan James.
I'm Alan.
Oh god, this
Alan
guy.
James.
Alan James is right.
Alan James is right.
I'm Alan James.
Alan James is right in front of you.
I don't want to scare you, but you should be scared. There must be something in the food! I don't want to upset you, but you should weep for the world.
They're gonna take your poor sweet grandma.
And I don't mean to shock you, but
You need to wake up! I'm Alan James, and I'll slap you so hard with the truth, you'll still be picking facts out of your face the following Wednesday.
Alan James. Coming to a city near you. Check local press for dates and times.
Yeah, I've only worked 2 days, Kishi, so I'm sure that'll change at some point, but the world building in this game is fantastic. It really is. I mean, it's easy to not really pay too close attention to what's actually being talked about when you're focused on so much. But yeah, like just the whole theme of the game, it's very interesting. Alan James is Alex Jones. Right, CN? That's totally true. I wonder if that's what it's supposed to be. Like, that's exactly who they're referencing. Must be something in the food! Did we do Crazy Neil?
Is it Crazy Neil?
Yeah, we did. Okay. I want to see what was so questionable about this toy. It's totally a Furby face.
Kids, you love them, we love them, and they just love
Mr. Snugglehugs! Yeah!
with his state-of-the-art human-like voice to keep them company when you can't.
If you keep me happy, I'll keep you safe.
And his incredible real-action eyes.
I hope your mummy and daddy don't die in a fire. That would be bad.
It's no wonder Mr. Snugglehugs is the gift your child wants this Christmas.
All the other kids have got one.
That's right, little one. You don't want to be left out.
I only like people who have me as their friend.
Oh, Mr. Snugglehugs, you're so silly. Mr. Snugglehugs in stores now and selling out fast.
It does have a smoker voice. What the hell? Oh, okay. Damn, y'all. We only have 4 minutes left on this freaking timer. And I know that's not enough time to run another day. So I think we'll avoid that just so I'm not stuck in the middle of a day. This game is so fucking badass, y'all. I'm obsessed with this. I'm definitely going to be playing more of this. It's very anxiety-inducing at points, but I feel like I was starting to get the hang of it a little bit. I did miss a few swears, but I was starting to get better at hearing it. Once I learned that you can turn the broadcast volume up a little bit so you can hear it a little bit better. Oh no, I guess it's the opposite, because you're listening to the delayed one first. I don't know. I was starting to get used to just paying attention to the actual audio for swear words. So, this game is really cool. I super recommend it. It's available on Steam. It's very inexpensive. And I don't know how long this game is, but I mean, Odie was saying that they never finished the game, so I'm assuming it's a decent length. Right, DL? What the hell was that?
Well, that's
That was pretty wild. Oh, funny stuff. I like this game. It's very goofy.